Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Super excited to have you guys here with me today for our live training on the 7-step system to the ultimate listing presentation. Thank you guys. For those of you who are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, please don't forget, like this video, comment below if you guys got any questions. Would love to see the support out there. I'd love to see who's actually watching and engaging in these trainings. But thank you guys for being here today. Today, we're going to be going over the step called financials. So far as a review, we've gone through the process of learning bonding and rapport. We've gone through the process of setting the agenda, or taco, for the actual listing presentation. Then once we've gone into the fact-finding stages, in our last training we went through finding out their why, finding out the home seller's why, the reason behind the sale of the home, not just the surface level answer that they're giving you, but actually diving down into the emotion. And now we go into our next step, which is all about the financials. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys, this week, this is it. This is kind of last week for the sales going on regarding the Blake Cory experience. It's a 3-day backstage tour of my entire multi-million-dollar real estate business operation. 3 days where you get to come rub elbows and be right inside the office watching how it all works. You'll be rubbing elbows with my leadership team, my lead agents, my mentor agents, top producing 7-figure agents. That's right, 7 figures in gross commission income. You'll be rubbing elbows with these guys. You'll be talking to them, and you'll be able to take so many notes, so many nuggets to go back and implement and execute into your real estate business. So before we get going, I want to break that down for you, what those 3 days look like with this short informational video. Okay, hey, I am just getting done putting the finishing touches on the Blake Cory experience. That's right, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. I am gonna be hosting a backstage tour of a multi-million-dollar real estate office, my office, and this is gonna be the Blake Cory experience. Guys, I want to personally invite you to come hang out with myself and my entire leadership team for 3 days, December 5th, 6th, and 7th, right here at my office in Temecula, California. And I was just going through the final touches of it, and I want to break down some of the event for you so you understand what you're getting when you come to hang out with us. So it's going to kick off Sunday night. We're going to have a rooftop cocktail hour, and you're going to be able to rub elbows and ask questions of everybody on my leadership team. I'll be there, my wife will be there, our entire leadership team, even our mentor agents, people who have grown up in our company. So you can ask them why they're here, why they want to become a mentor, why a lead agent, all the things that make us special, so you can take this back to your company and start to implement and execute. Then we're gonna come to Monday morning. You're gonna hop here into the office first thing in the morning, and we're gonna get right to work. You're actually gonna sit through an orientation that we give to all new team members joining us, so you can see exactly what they go through to build instant culture. I mean, we have people that come into our organization and instantly are like, man, I am so happy I'm here. I'm so excited to be working here. You're gonna find out exactly why. And then right after that, we're gonna go into our company-wide sales meeting. You're gonna sit through just like every one of our team members would and go through the structure and format of our sales meeting, but you're gonna know what's coming up. That way you can take this back into your business. Right after that, you're gonna jump into what's called our lead agent meeting. That's where my sales manager actually works with the lead agents here in the company and actually works with them, coaches them, and conducts her weekly meeting. You're gonna see the whole format of it. You're gonna see the documentation we use, the spreadsheets that we use. Everything is gonna be there for you. Right after that, you're gonna hop back with me and we're gonna jump through an entire structure of our entire team. So I got it right here. entire structure of the team, what each person does, what each person is accountable for, job descriptions, everything. And then we're actually going to give you all of that. We're gonna give you the SOWs or the scopes of works. We're gonna give you the job descriptions. We're gonna give you the team manual, and you're gonna be able to go back and put it right to work. What's cool about it, right after that, we're gonna all head out to wine country. Hey, you're not gonna make this trip all the way to Southern California and not have a good time. I mean, this is the Blake Cory experience. So we work hard, but guess what? We play hard too. So then we're gonna head out to wine country here. We're gonna go to one of my favorite wineries that my wife and I are both members of, and we are going to have an absolute experience, but it's gonna be you guys, my leadership team, myself, my wife, and we are going to spend as long as we possibly can out there, and then right after, of course, head to dinner. Now on Tuesday, you're gonna pop back here into the office first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna start a training with you guys on the implementation of a top secret marketing funnel, something that has never been unveiled in the real estate industry before. Most agents, I would say 99 out of 100, have no concept of what a real sales funnel is. I'm gonna be able to show you guys and show you the marketing components to go and implement into your business so you can start absolutely crushing it. And guys, I pretty much promise you a 10x return on this funnel. As a matter of fact, if you don't, I'll just give you the money for coming to the event. I'll give you your money back for the event. If you don't actually get so much out of this funnel and everything else you're learning, if you don't see 10x and you're like, man, this is absolutely amazing, I will refund your money back. That's how I know how impactful this experience is gonna be. And then right after that, my VP and my recruiting manager are gonna sit with you guys and work on the implementation of running ads. And she's gonna go through how to interview the right people, because this is what she did for a career before coming to work for me. And even being the vice president of my company, it's still what she does by finding good, talented people to bring into the organization to build it. I mean, you're not gonna get anything much better than that. And then of course, you're gonna go through a live training right after. So we're going back-to-back meetings, boom, 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 boom. But it's all happening right here in my office. You're not having to move to different places. My sales manager and lead agents are gonna come in and conduct a training for my buyer's agents. You're gonna be there watching the training take place, taking notes and strategizing for when you go back to your office, how to get this implemented into your business. And then we're gonna wrap up the day talking about profitability of the business, how to get your financials in order, because accounting is the true language of business. And we've got to get you guys prepared to turn massive profits. But you guys may be thinking to yourself, man, how are we gonna do all this and even find time to eat? Don't worry, I've got all your food covered. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's gonna be with me. You are going to spend 3 days locking arms with me and my leadership team to take tons of information back to your business. And like I said, if you don't feel like you got a 10x return, I'll refund your money. So do me a favor, click the button below, go get registered, go sign up, get yourself a ticket, because there's only 30 seats available in my office. That's it. After they're gone, they're gone. Go get your ticket now. Join me for the Blake Cory experience here in Southern California, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. And I'll see you on the other side. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So guys, if you're interested to know more information about the Blake Cory experience, where we're gonna be masterminding for 3 days, you're gonna see how the entire business works and operates, and you're gonna get me intimately, one-on-one to help you with your business. You're gonna get my VP, operations manager, recruiting manager, marketing manager, sales manager, top salespeople who are selling millions and millions of dollars every single year using our system. If you want to know more about that, do me a favor, slide in my DMs, hit me up, and I'll go ahead and connect you with one of my team members who will share with you. But I can tell you this, from last week, we sold a lot of tickets. Right now we have 8 tickets left. I know the video said 30, but we only have 8 spots available. So once they're gone, like it says, they're gone. And today is going to be the last day. We're going to be doing a lot of promotion here on Facebook. We've had a lot of people calling us through our email list and things like that. So hopefully those 8 spots aren't gone by the end of today. If you are interested, I mean, this is pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Hop on there, DM me, let me know, because you're about to take what you could go to about 3, 4, 5, 6 seminars on this year, and you're going to get more value out of coming and being intimately and just completely inside of our business. Like you're there, you're talking to people, you're watching how the fries are dropped, the burgers are flipped, the shakes are made, on how a multi-million-dollar real estate business actually works and operates. Slide in my DMs and I'll hook you up hopefully hook you up with some tickets as long as they're available. Okay, so now with that being said, let's hop into our training. It's the financials of the process. So when you're going through the listing presentation, you've gone through now and you found out the emotion about why they're looking to sell their home. Now you've got to make sure it all makes sense. Somebody can have a desire to sell, but if their financials aren't in alignment, that's going to be a problem. And if you don't understand the financials that are important to them, that's also going to be a problem. So, probably the number one most important question that I ask home sellers is, what's more important to you, the gross sales price of the home or the size check, net size check you'll receive at closing? And, most of the time the homeowner says, well, it's the net check. It's how much money I'm putting in my pocket. Of course, when I occasionally get the answer, well, the gross sales price is the most important to me, that's when I go, another level deeper. Okay, well, Mr. Seller, tell me more about that. Why exactly is the gross sales price more important to you than the money that you're going to be putting in your pocket? And we start to work through that, because odds are that's going to become an objection that I'm going to deal with later on. So we might as well deal with it right here. But most of the time, 9 out of every 10 home seller says, hey, it's the size check I'm going to receive at closing. Great. So now what is that amount that you're wanting to receive at closing after all fees, commissions, and so on and so forth? Oh, it's X. Okay, great. Tell me more about X. Let's say they say it's 50 grand, Blake. All right, awesome. 50,000. All right, so tell me more about 50,000. Why 50,000? And then they go into the explanation. See, amateur agents just write down 50 grand. Professionals are going to go get a little bit deeper with that. Why 50 grand? Why is that number so important? Where did you come up with 50 grand? And you start to examine that in their mind, they have painted a picture where they need $50,000 to achieve X, Y, or Z. So then I start to go back and forth and I let them know, hey, let me ask you, if we were able to sell your house, but instead of $50,000 net, you received $47,000 net, and that was the highest and best offer you had on your home, would you still continue to move forward with the sale of your home? Yes or no? I want to know this, because if they're like, no, absolutely not. Why? Tell me more about that. 50 is the bottom number. If we get $49,000, we're not going to sell. It has to be at least $50,000. And I'll play this out. So, okay, Mr. Seller, you're telling me that if we prepare your house to sell, we go through the process, we generate good, high-quality offers, but the net size check you're going to receive at closing is $49,000 and not $50,000. You will not be interested in selling. You'll say, Blake, don't show me that offer. And most of the time they're like, well, no, show me the offer. I mean, maybe we consider, okay, get some wiggle room now. But if they're like hard no, 50,000, no ifs, ands, or buts, I want to stay there and I want to let that marinate a little bit. I want to go through the process asking, okay, so help me better understand 50. Why 50? Where did it come from? And then I start to uncover what they're trying to accomplish. Now what I want to do is say, okay, what if we could accomplish all of that, but we didn't need 50,000. What if we could get you into your next dream home with the payment you're looking to keep it at, but you only need 45,000 to put down instead of 50? Would you still want to move forward? And so I'm starting to build myself different scenarios, because that's what I need. Like, real estate's not perfect. You need to know different scenarios and what home sellers might do, might not do. So you start to examine that. You really want to have a clear understanding of the size check they want to receive at closing. Why is it that amount? And what if they didn't get that amount? That's really important to know. What if they didn't get that amount? What is the base net size check they would be willing to receive at closing? Now, of course, if the seller is going to be buying another home, that's a whole new set of questions. So of course, if they're going to buy another home, you've got to explore those questions now. That just opens up a whole nother, I won't say can of worms, because it's the most ideal client possible. I mean, you're getting 2 sales for 1. But then you go, okay, so, what type of mortgage amount are you trying to keep on your next house? How much are you looking to put down on your next home? Tell me more about the price point you're trying to keep your next home purchase at. What cities? And you're opening up, what cities, what are they looking for in a home, so on and so forth. A lot of those questions that you would probably get in the pain and pleasure section of the why, but you have to ask the financials as well. So when you're dealing with a client that is both buying and selling simultaneously, you're going to ask probably twice as many questions questions, because first you have to understand the sale, then you have to understand the purchase. So it is a little bit more work during the consultation, but twice the reward. You're getting 2 commission checks for 1 client. I mean, in my business, it's the ultimate avatar. Our avatar is the move-up buyer. We want a seller who has a new home to sell that's going to attract a ton of buyers, and they're moving up to a bigger home. That's our avatar. That's why we have lists of questions that we go through and ask these folks to better understand their exact situation and make sure it's the perfect process. So remember, when it comes to home sellers, you need to ask them more about the net size check they want to receive at closing. Why is it that amount? Of course, if they don't get that amount, what are the options? Do they not want you to present offers to them? Will they not sell? You got to know all those things. And then, of course, if they're going to be buying another house, it's a whole new series of questions related to this, the purchase price of their next house, related to the mortgage on their next house, the down payment, you name it. So, this doesn't have to be a long section, but these are important questions that you're asking because it has to do with money. And when it comes to money, people can get funny. So that's why you want to make sure you have a crystal clear understanding of these situation scenarios, and you make up different scenarios. All right, well, if you netted $5,000 less, but you could still actually get into your new home, would you still want to pull the trigger and move forward? So you can paint different scenarios and make sure you're ultimately moving your sellers one step closer to selling their home and hopefully buying another home. Hopefully you guys found this helpful today. It is the financial section of our Ultimate Listing presentation. If you guys would like to see the entire Ultimate Listing presentation training all at one time, where I spend about 60 minutes breaking it down step by step by step, you guys can go get registered for our Ultimate Listing presentation training at the link below, or go into the comment section. You'll see the link right in there. Go get registered. It's a free 1-hour training that I provide to real estate agents. It breaks the whole thing down. Hopefully you guys will find that valuable. Hopefully you guys continue to find this valuable. I will be here not next Tuesday, but next Thursday. Next Thursday, I'll be back at a regular scheduled time, 12 o'clock on Thursday, to go over the next section of our training, which is all about understanding a home seller's decision-making process.